Ever had that moment where you get a super formal notice from the Strata Management Tribunal and your stomach just drops? Yeah, you're not the only one. Today, we are going to demystify a key part of strata law, Regulation 11, and show you exactly what your next move should be. Let's dive in. So, picture this. An official-looking envelope shows up. You open it, and it's from the Strata Management Tribunal with your name on it. It's totally normal to feel a bit of a panic and think, okay, what in the world is this, and what am I supposed to do now? Well, that piece of paper is officially called a Form 1. And listen, this isn't just a friendly letter. It's the official starting gun for a legal proceeding under the Strata Management Act. It means somebody has filed a formal claim against you, and from this exact moment, a clock has started ticking. Okay. First things first, before you do anything else, you need to understand who's who in this situation. In any claim like this, there are two key players, and figuring out which one you are is step number one. It's actually really simple. The person or party who filed the claim, that's the claimant, and that makes you the respondent. Your role is to respond to whatever is being claimed in that Form 1. It seems basic, but trust me, getting this straight is the foundation for everything you'll do next. Right, so you're the respondent. Now what? Your main, most important job is to file your official defense. This is your chance to get your side of the story on the record, and you do that using another very specific document. And that document is called a Form 2, which is just the official name for a statement of defense. This is your formal, written reply to every single point the claimant made against you. And this isn't optional. It's a required part of the whole process. You know, the law itself couldn't be clearer about this. Regulation 11.1 says the respondent shall file his defense with the tribunal in Form 2. Now, in legal speak, that word shall, it's not a suggestion. It's an order. It means you absolutely have to do it.
So, how exactly do you file this Form 2? Well, the regulation lays out a very specific step-by-step procedure. It's not crazy complicated, but you really have to get each part right. So let's walk through the 4 critical things you have to do. First up, and this is probably the most important thing to burn into your brain, is the deadline. You get exactly 14 days to file your defense. That countdown starts the very day you receive that signed and sealed Form 1. This is a non-negotiable deadline, so you cannot afford to miss it. Second, let's talk about the actual paperwork. You can't just send in one copy of your Form 2 and call it a day. The rule is very precise. You have to file your defense in 4 copies with the tribunal. Not 3, not 5. The magic number here is 4. But you might be thinking, hold on, is it always 4 copies? I mean, what if it's not just one person making the claim? What if you're up against 2 people, or 3, or a whole group? Does that change the math? Yes, it does, and the law has a simple rule for this. Regulation 11.2 says you just file 1 extra copy for every additional claimant. So if there are 2 claimants, you file the standard 4 copies plus 1 extra. That makes 5 in total. Easy, right? And finally, we have the last piece of the filing puzzle. When you submit all those copies of your Form 2, the regulation says you also have to include the prescribed fee. You'll want to double-check what the current fee is, because if you forget it, it could cause a major hiccup in your filing. Okay, I know that was a lot of procedural stuff. So let's boil it all down into a super simple, easy-to-follow checklist. This is your takeaway guide for making sure you get Regulation 11 absolutely right. All right, let's run through the game plan one more time. You get the Form 1, you draft your side of the story in a Form 2, you have to file it within 14 days. You submit 4 copies plus an extra one for any other claimants, and you don't forget to pay the fee. That's it. Simple, clear, and totally doable. So there you have it. You now know exactly how to file your defense according to the rules. But, that brings up the next big question, doesn't it? What are you actually going to say in your defense? Knowing the process is half the battle, but building a strong case, well, that's the real challenge. Something for you to think about. Hope this helped clear things up.